Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi, I'm Angie. Welcome to Learn Love Tarot. I'll be your spiritual stewardess today, discussing the planetary energies that are affecting us right now and also what we can do to best navigate those energies. If you didn't yet catch it, please do be sure to go back and catch our Monday morning live on the spiritual view. The energies were combining like crazy. So tension is definitely being felt this week with the culmination of the full moon in Aries. Hello, hey there. I am wonderful. Thank you for asking. I hope y'all are too. Even though today is October 14th, 2024, that gives us an angel number 158. No matter when you hear this message, know that this message is for you, and it could even be information that you're passing on to someone else as well. Very much an energy of success being right around the corner. We're very close to approaching our goals here. I wanted to talk a little bit more about this harmonic flight energy. The 11s were coming up like crazy. And even Liz pulled a 33, which was the whip energy, journey to wholeness. It's like the cosmos are whipping us into shape. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I did post, if you want to refer back to it, the full interpretation of this harmonic flight card. It's very much an energy of twins, of that mirror image of ourselves, because we learn more about ourselves through our relationship with others, right? So this is quite the card here, guys. And there's definitely some healing and learning to be had. It looks a little bit like two snakes wrapping around, like the healing energy of those medicinal snakes, but also of learning and shining a light on connecting us to what is our hope and dreams, right? What are our hope and dreams? So I'm just going to read some of the bigger points to this card. Because when we see another person standing before us as the gods and goddesses they are, this is a reminder that we are what we perceive in others. But also, when we drop into the mindless space of pure essence, we might see the world seeing us, seeing them, seeing the infinite eternal, allowing all that is. Many people are seeking their twin flame, and as life-changing, world-rocking, and unfathomably beautiful finding this soul can be, it is quite possibly one of the most intensely confronting, trigger-provoking, and sometimes painful connections we can have. Those who are most dear to us can bring us to our greatest growth. That is why spending extended periods of time with family can be challenging. So, as an example, right? When we can see and be seen, disarmored and trusting, we can come to deeper love. However, this deepening process can trigger the release of outdated and unhealthy patterns. Thus, shadows may be brought to the surface to heal. When we feel safe, in the arms of our beloveds, our defenses yield, so we fall further into our hearts. However, fear-based reflections or projections can surface in this energy as well. This is the place of deep vulnerability, right? That's why it's a trigger, and the reaction is a trigger is a reaction. That is something where we obviously react instead of digest, think about, and form a response. Okay, so those are our nuggies. Those are our little soul nuggies that lead us back to wholeness. Okay, so they are clues. We don't need to fear them or them showing up. We need to go, thank you for showing me myself, right? Let's see. Fear-based reflections or projections can service through deep vulnerability. Subconscious behaviors, including childhood patterning, can also present themselves. It can seem as if our partner is provoking difficulties, bringing things up and making it feel like our whole world is about to fall apart. At this point, we may want to retreat, but if we can be truly present, our fears can fall away, and this becomes an expansive experience. When we have a profound twin flame connection that feels beyond worlds and lifetimes, we bond with the other person so strongly that we choose to face the fire when we would actually or usually walk away. Our passion drives us to seek resolution, to heal ourselves, to become barriers, no matter how confronting it may seem, because our partnership is worth it. And when we can rise, we rise together. Somehow, incredibly, the universe seamlessly aligns the places our deep soul connections show us healing. Their triggers may be synchronized even, so that when they feel uncentered or there's codependence or any other imbalance, it can be a very volatile space. If they find safety in love and are willing to see and be seen, their triggers can blossom into deep transformative healing for both. This healing can forge the foundations for long-term companionship. Alternatively, this completion could mark an ending. As the intense potency of a connection neutralizes, the relationship may transform into a different kind of unconditional love. Harmonic flight shows us that when we harmonize our energies with that of another in any form of relationship, we can soar to the sky. We can guide each other higher and higher by encouraging all that has been weighing us down to drop away. Okay. So remember that here, this card may relate to family, teamwork, and community, the ways we harmonize with others. And we want to harmonize dissonance, right? Any Seven of Cups energies where we're feeling confused, okay? The bonds we share give us the power to transmute fears. So put time and awareness into resolving karmic connections, or they will continue to play out. You've heard me say a million times, it's just going to come up in another meat suit, right? Even if we leave that relationship, we haven't necessarily left the pattern if we haven't discovered what that pattern is, if that makes sense. There may also be a life-changing connection on the horizon. So, and Liz did also speak to stepping through, like a crossing through. And that's exactly what she's doing here for the cards we pulled for the full moon in Aries coming up. In addition to, I think I saw later in the comments, hey, there she is. I'm going to talk about you, Rebecca. You said you had sibling Siamese cats. That's just insane. That's on the 10 of Pentacles card. And that just keeps coming up for me. And then sure as shit, you guys, guess what the astrology answers card of the day was? Big fat guess of what it was. 10 of Pentacles. The root, the connectedness of all things, right? That's the root. Those are the nuggies that are going to lead us back to the breadcrumbs of ourself. So I hope that makes sense. Hi, guys. So, hi, everybody here. Wow. I love it. I love here for it. On my notes for today, I did put the questions in the bottom right-hand corner. I know my writing isn't the hottest, but it is what it is what it is. Hopefully it's legible for us. So just to tap on today's astrology, we have the sun squaring Mars that you've been hearing us talk about. That is not easy energy. That is like a feeling of just being up to here, right? And you're just like, kind of exhausted or exasperated by it. That's what that feels like. And then the energy of Venus is opposing Saturn. So opposing Uranus. So that's our surprise or shock. And it is going deep, and which makes total sense because my Rolling in the Deep was the song the minute my eyes opened this morning at 6 a.m. So, and funny enough, 6:21 was the time Eastern Standard Time that those oppositions, remember, they help each other, just like sister signs. They're the nodal axis. They're helping each other. If we are out of balance on one end or the other, that makes it wonky or wobbles, right? If let's say if we're up here and too much Aries energy of independence, and I don't care what happens to my partnerships, I'm doing it for me, that's going to throw Aries out of balance and cause a tower. So we need that Libra energy of balance and neutrality to help that. If we're out of balance down here on that Libra South node, what we need to release and let go of, that karmic energy, past life karma, past life healing, that could be things like codependency that throw us off balance, overgiving, not taking care of our own needs, and certainly not filling our own cup. Okay, so let's see where we go today here for the messages. Thank you again, everybody, popping in for our little lunch and learn session here today. So harmonic flight, self-acceptance, soul fragments coming back toward us. So thinking about all of the ways in which we are the common denominator. So I want to ask today here, what is this pinnacle of pentacles revolving around? What is something for the collective here that would bridge us over into the center of Aries and Libra nodal axes? Card, please, for, here we go, the wing leader. Okay, crossed by the companion. Wow. Okay, because we're talking about harmonic flights and companionship. So the wing leader, it sounds like the ringleader, right? So we see a Pegasus here, we see a unicorn, and we see a great hawk or a crow energy plus an angel there. And then it's a 37 card, which is a 10, which can be the wheel of fortune of change. That's what would change things, change fate to our favor, as well as the one of the magician, that leadership energy of all four aces of what we're going to be asking about here today, all four aces of potential. And the she's good. I'm just checking to see if she has some coverage there. She does. So that very much, she's in front of the cauldron. So that very much does remind me of the magician energy. What are we drumming up? What are we creating? What are we making? The companion. It is a 39 card, which is a 12 of the Hanged Man, going 180, right? So we're talking about that axis. Pretty spot on there, seeing something from a different view. And really, for me, this comes back, followed by the Bard of Truth, 22. The companion energy I am seeing here in the environment is, what things do we dislike about others? It's like normally even if we don't know that person, right? And then you just immediately dislike them for something, is usually a clue for our own selves and how we can balance out the energy by using the other end of that spot to bring in and help balance it out. Okay, so this is going to be revolving around leadership, harmonic flight, and the wing leader. Really? Okay. That's pretty incredible right there. This is an internal exploration to rise like the phoenix up and out of that cauldron, out of what we're creating. Okay, again, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We do have the moon in Pisces today, so I'm going to dive for my water deck here, my mermaid energy, Page of Pentacles there on the bottom of the deck, rainbow energy. So the Pinnacle of Pentacles, first one I am asking about is the Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles. And my question is, what's the bigger picture here? So what's the bigger picture here with the sound of the universe? What lesson is the universe trying to get us to see here? What can we add into our cauldron that will either help us see the bigger picture or be part of it? So 7 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles is back, making this an 8 energy. So it feels like this is okay. Here's this baby we've been waiting on to be birthed. It's soon, right? There's something underneath the surface here, much like an iceberg. And then this is when that child gets to this age of being able to deliver and receive messages. And also, this is something tangible coming to us in this bigger picture. So the bigger picture, with that extra pentacle making 8, what's about to be unearthed, what's about to be plucked, what we're about to harvest here is new insight, new wisdom. And not only that, becoming an expert in the field at that, we do have enough to move forward, even if it's not a 10 yet. Okay, there's only 2 pentacles to go here. So what bigger picture are we looking at here is that there's no mistakes, there's only learning. Okay, you know enough, you've learned enough here. This is crossed by the King of Wands. I see it, I want it, it's mine. Taking action on the lessons that we have learned here. And again, involving children, that taps back to that harmonic flight, because we form these patterns in childhood, right? Unbeknownst to us, we then play them out subconsciously. So let's keep going here. Let's go with our 9-card spread. How y'all doing? I know, right? Lots of uneasy feelings. I agree there. Because it's a culmination kind of feeling, right? The 29th degree of that Capricorn energy, we're being tested. All right. So coming up as you all, life force energy. Hello, Empress, going with the flow, being more easy, understanding people's differences, and anything we see in others is not a slight. It's just information. Wow. 1, 2, 3 major arcana. That's nuts. 33, this journey to wholeness. So we've got Empress, the Chariot, and Judgment here for y'all. Now, book ending, the Empress energy, you're getting ready to surrender or release. This is, again, past life karma, past life connections coming up for review. And it may all revolve around a switching of a role. So if we've seen ourselves as always the decider, perhaps this time we're allowing more in, because the Empress energy receives. She receives. She doesn't chase. She calls it in. So that manifesting energy of the Magician there with all 4 aces. So this is a major lesson. We do have today being the energy of 5 of change, which we're now calling growth. just for ease of our own baby hearts, that helps. How are we growing? And this is, well, I'm growing by not letting other people's energies that I'm not the fondest of affect me. Because I understand that they have their own ish to be working out as well, right? That could not be a reflection of their true feelings or true thoughts, but it is a reflection of their pain, especially when those projections are hurtful. So I feel like we are learning to accept and surrender and really look at these this past life energy of, how have I been overcommitting? How have I been out of balance with the energy? What's being given to me, and why am I giving more back than I'm receiving? Okay. So the question here is, what perceived challenge is an illusion? The perceived challenge is that you have to change, right? Or flip. It's about growth, and also the illusion of constantly judging our own selves. And when we come to an Empress energy, that's when we get in a place of being able to reparent ourselves and mother ourselves and heal those aspects of the psyche that just keep showing up through the patterns in our relationships, and also in how or whether, I would say, we respond or react, which might be more of a King of Wands energy in reverse, right? I see it, I want it, it's mine, a reaction rather than a response. Okay, what do we react to? We all have them instead of responding to. Where can we grow? Where is there a growth area? The Cups question is what triggers need healing? What triggers need healing? So this Empress, Chariot, and Judgment, three major arcanas, is crossed by environmental energy of the Two of Cups, the balance, okay, of that north and south node. We are at 5 degrees in that nodal axis, which is, again, an energy of shift, of change, of growth. Okay, did I write down the exact? I did. 5 degrees, 38. 38 is, drum roll, an 11, harmonic flight. So 2 cups, right? The energy of equal frequency when we surrender. And I even typed that into my community post today, is that when we surrender and shift and notice these energies within ourselves and bring them into balance, then a partnership comes in that we've been desiring. And only then. We don't sit her, the Empress is relaxed because she's relaxed in her knowing of, I'm not judging myself. I am just noticing when I am triggered, because then that tells me where I have room for growth. And I don't see it as a mistake. I see it as, it's just learning. It's just learning. It's nothing to be upset by. Further, 10 of Cups resides within the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. And underneath that, we have the 6 of Wands, victory with this after a long battle to what? Transform the energy. Okay, above water as above, so below. And here's our Temperance energy of today. So that will be the sister energy to the Hierophant. See how she is up to her hips and her emotions, the water, and then she's transmuting the pain into lessons. Okay, the pain, any pain of the past, this Nautilus energy, deep soul ties, deeply rooted, the connectedness of all things. That's just stunningly beautiful. And justice right underneath that, coming in hot here, some kind of truth coming in to balance the scales. Let's look at our Cups question, which are, what triggers is the collective in need of healing? Okay, so that cards are talking fast here. What triggers are being at a crossroads, being confused when we have seemingly equal opposition or seeming partners here. They are evenly yoked, like the Two of Cups. Okay, but then our mind fights back and forth that I'm stuck at this crossroads when we're not. It's just that these opposing energies are actually equal in frequency, and a decision needs to be made regarding them. And when the the harmonic flight did indicate that a deep soul tie could be coming forward, 3 Cups is a confirmation of that, because that is a reunion energy. This is celebration over, okay, well, I've got opposing energies happening here, and the 3 of Cups would be a reunion here with self. So I feel like with that perceived illusion that anything that starts to come up for us is bad, it's not bad. It's just a lesson. It's just learning. And then the triggers that need healing could even just, I feel like the trigger is being put into a situation where we have to decide, right? Because the Empress is very decisive about judgment calls, but then we tell ourselves, what needs healing is our ability to decide, even if those two sides of the coin are very different. They could be different people, different jobs, different viewpoints. The whole point is to come into union, a reunion with ourselves, and being able to make decisions quicker moving forward. Okay. We know what's right for us. We don't have to get an analysis paralysis over it, because we can intuitively feel what is a deeper connection for us, what is a better decision that will actually grow our energy rather than allow it to stagnate or hold back. And I think that's what this Chariot energy, this role reversal, because the males carry the babies, and there are two people here in this Chariot, not just one like every other deck I've seen. Okay, both the yin and the yang are in that card here, tempering each other's energy, finding the pieces of our own soul's puzzle in order to bring in peace. Okay. Wow. Three of Cups, Two of Swords. If you have a decision between people, here it is in the environmental energy. You're looking square at it right now. Okay. This is what this 11 harmonic flight is all about. The 33 is a 6 card. And what I say, what is connected to our hopes, our dreams, our wishes. It's something that's definitely been in your craw as well, keeping you up at night. This is a nightmare siren. You might not want to have to make a particular decision regarding whether to reunite or not. Okay, and I really feel like that this is it. Okay, this is make no mistake who you are. This is it. What is your truth? So she's holding on to a conch shell to speak her truth. The Empress is holding on to it. And look at the difference here. So in your energy, holding it, no problem, going with the flow. I go with the flow of what I know to me to feel true, grounded, secure. My heart and mind are in alignment, because only the soul drives the chariot. Your heart and mind must be in alignment on this decision. It's the decision that comes to you first, but for whatever reason, our trigger is having to make that decision. Maybe there's some resentment for being put in the position of having to make a decision or a choice here. And in this bottom of the deck, the opposing either divine feminine or divine masculine, whichever you feel like represents you, it's not just holding that conch because you know you can, it's using it. Using your voice to explain, expand upon, and call in your wishes that you are manifesting, the wing leader. What are we throwing in our cauldron? What are we drumming up here? Okay. What are we calling in? Page of Swords, there's that underneath the iceberg. Okay. See the little hole in the ice? There's much more happening underneath the surface. And what is that? What is happening underneath the surface of ourselves, deep in those pinnacle of pentacles, the pinnacle of pentacles? Okay, what actions can we resolve any karmic connections? What action will help resolve any kind of karmic connections so that we can be in this and on this harmonic flight? This guy wants to show. Six of Swords. So traditionally, that is a meaning of allowing spirit to guide us and take our hand and show us the way. Okay. And this deck, this Six of Swords, this mer person, this is reconfiguring those Six of Swords. So you're still starting with all the pieces that you've had of you, Okay, but how can we rearrange them so that we can create this slide, this easier ride? How can we, if at first we don't succeed, try again, is really the meaning of this card and the intention of this card. What can we move around? So what actions can resolve any karmic connections? Reconfiguration. Understanding again ourselves, that's a 3 on each side with a 6, body, mind, and spirit. Do our bodies need movement, like Dawn was talking about, to help work off this excessive energy, especially if it is any kind of anger or exasperation, or where we've had it up to here, right? I've had it up to here. Wow. Here's this moving in from that lover's energy. She is looking at, well, I've always dreamed of this prince and living on land, and there's the fairy tale castle in the background, but it requires her to no longer live in water. It's a 180, right? It's completely different. And this is you doing it. This is someone also could be taking a leap of faith towards you. What I said in my post, when we balance these energies and reconfigure them, transmute any pain into learning, okay, into understanding the lessons, we then are responding to people that are projecting onto us instead of reacting because whatever they have done, because of their pain, we're not reacting to that. We're sitting back and going, Just going to go with the flow here. I understand that other people's pain is not my mess. I make it my mess by reacting instead of responding. I feel like that is the change here. This trigger is absolutely being healed, and we're taking it from a 2. That's a very wobbly. Think of a piece of graph paper. You're making 2 points, right? That can change to here. That top can change to there. But when you add a 3, you're now trining, you're stabilizing like a stool. We're taking out the wobble of wherever we are out of balance when we move from a 2 to a 3. 3s on each side. What we want wants us is coming in our direction here, because we are responding now and not reacting. We're in alignment with our head and our heart regarding this judgment call that's coming up for review. That full moon is the judgment call in Aries about what was started at that solar eclipse, that new moon solar eclipse, right? So in your environmental energy, either you are walking this path of reconfiguration, the energy is available for you to do that. That's what this journey to wholeness is all about, so that the harmonic flight, Lovers, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, victory after a long battle, when we fly out of the cocoon, again, a 180 change from a caterpillar to a butterfly, something completely different, that then transmutes this energy, pain, into healing, especially if it's past life. You may not even have realized you've been carrying this with you lifetime after lifetime, right? Wow. What's underneath the Fool energy? Yeah. What are we stepping into new? What are we leaving behind in the water? All the things where they cannot be resolved. Okay. 3 of Swords. If you watch Steve's Love Tarot, he does consider the 3 of Swords an indicator that a soulmate connection is about to reveal itself. Okay. And if he doesn't see this card, a lot of people are like, right? Whenever we see the 3 of Swords, but that's what we're leaving behind. We are understanding this is very painful. Anything that has hurt us deeply, see how this is connecting. What is the whale of truth? What is your biggest nuggie that keeps you from moving forward? How can we resolve this yin and yang within us? Okay, we just need some rebalancing, recalibrating, so that as we step into this new earth and step into this new energy, whatever this whale is, guys, this has been keeping us up for a hot minute. It's too big to ignore. We can't ignore it anymore. It's a whale of a piece of pain here, and they are grieving. There's nothing to be done about that. Grief is a sign that love was present, right? Two of Wands. Yep. This is the ask, and it does require us to leave behind what did not work for us, what was painful. Here's that full moon energy here coming up under the full moon column. A fiery climax approaches, and we've got our Ace of Wands leading this question of what actions can resolve any karmic connections. And guess what happens when we do that? Full moon again. 1111, my Four of Wands. Okay, that is also celebration. That's joy. That is union. And whatever term or title or label that you put on it. Two energies of getting the band back together, right? Reunion energy on the top, reunion energy on the bottom. And then we have this beautiful play of energy, our solar eclipse, that beautiful lavender day back in April, where we started learning whatever we needed to loosen up our grip on, whatever was shaken loose by that new start or new resolve is coming for resolution. Okay. And we're always going to be tested whether or not we have done the work, or are we going to reach for what's shiny and easy? Are we going to get back into that codependency? The devil is fear. Okay. We all have every single part of the fool's journey, of the hero's journey, the major arcana. So now if any cards have come out here, guys, please feel free to question, hey, what's this card about? And tell me what that is, because I will do that for you. I'm going to pull out my clarifying deck here in the meantime. Yeah, how can we resolve whatever scares you? What is the whale? It's not something that would be hidden from us, right? What pain that is. And we did see that those are often connected to our relationship patterns. Okay. Hidden deceit. Seven of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, prosperous victory, Six of Wands again, glorious win. We are no longer running from these fragmented parts of our psyche that have been holding us back. Okay, what is the whale? What is it that what whale have we been avoiding feeling? Okay. If you're already in this, if you're already have been on this healing journey, or else I don't think you'd be here if you weren't. So that is a good sign. But just know, simply by acknowledging what that whale is that broke our heart, or how we've been operating from a broken heart, right? What are those little nuggies then that need our attention? The moon energy. As we've gotten our environmental energy here, bottom of the deck, full moon, a fiery climax approaches regarding allowing a new connection in, or a renewal of connection can only happen when we've resolved this big whale within ourselves. Okay. On the bottom of this information, the hidden deceit, even from ourselves, uncovering that leads to prosperous victory. And we've got two Six of Wands on the table now, glorious win in two different decks. What is the shadow delusion? What has been hiding in our moon that we need to allow to be shown by the time of this full moon, where this crosses us over in this internal exploration, where we cross over to the other side and step into that whole new energy. Portal power is that differing timeline. When we do different when we know different, we do different, we shift timelines. That Two of Wands that we saw here, this volcano getting ready to erupt, notable growth here with the Three of Wands, the ask of the Empress, the manifestation of the Magician. What's been boiling up in our cauldron? What ingredients can we add to flavor this up a bit, amp it up a bit? Because this notable growth is going to shift us. We're able then to be an energetic match to step into this new way of being and receive what it is that we are putting out. Judgment call again. Now it's on the top of the deck and in the environmental energy. Earned reward. The Pinnacle of Pentacles. You are knowledgeable. You've learned enough. It's about to come forward for you here and help spin that wheel of fortune in your favor, because we're taking action on making these judgment calls about ourselves so that partnership energy can come in. That's pretty flippin' cool. Pretty cool indeed. Let's get some clarifiers out. Anybody have any clarifying questions about the cards here? I want to know, what is this judgment call for the divine feminine energy surrendering to? We've got, really, thanks, Spirit, a man. Balancing of the yang. Okay. And he's an octopus, which is the journey to wholeness card. Again, the picture is posted. It's an ace of spades. So that'd be an ace of swords, a truth. This judgment call is regarding our action or non-action of our yang self. In addition, it's a 29 that matches this harmonic flight, which is an 11. Okay, that is crossed by a certain ending. Is the big whale a certain ending from the past that hasn't been resolved? Or is it a pattern that is the whale? I feel it's the pattern that's the whale. And that means that we're putting an ending to that, because the book, there's the knowledge again of the Eight of Pentacles. That is beautiful. Absolutely the pattern, guys. Yep, absolutely. Wow. And it's a 10 of diamond. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. These mountains I must climb. 21 card. That was 621 this morning, where we are going deeper. We are looking at the Venus in Scorpio and excavating out something even that surprises us or shocks us, is the sister energy of that, Taurus. Not just taking risks willy-nilly, but taking calculated risks, especially when they're based off of growth. Wow. Okay. What is... hadn't got my question yet. Military 22. The 22 was following the Bard of Truth. Following this companion energy, the Bard of Truth, music notes. This is all about, we've seen this one time. I haven't used this deck that much. She's like, I just want to play my music and do my thing and harmonize, but the environmental energy around me is not allowing me to do that. Okay, military energy 22. It reminds me of Daddy Sadie. He is the drill sergeant that gets us prepared for battle, right? Gets us prepared to save our own hides, right? Very interesting. Okay. Crossed by murky thoughts, 33. Journey to wholeness. The confusion. Daddy Saddie's like, but did you learn the lesson though? this judgment call. It's time. Are we going to walk away from patterns or whatever no longer serves in order to find that? You have to do that to get the ninth cup of wish fulfillment. Okay. Loyalty to self here, dog energy, which is also an 18. That's an energy of the moon. What are the, well, let's see what fell. We got 2 flippers. Trying to look at that 2 of swords, and we got 2 flippers. Everything else was face down. So we've got crossroads. Oh, I'm asking about crossroads. Please, crossroads. Another 22 card. See, Daddy Saddy. Did we do it though? Have we gotten comfortable with moving forward on a decision and not just standing at the crossroads and never making that decision? And we've got birds here, which is a 12 energy. Birds are communicators. This looks like a woodpecker. So this is something that's been hammering home a long time. And see that justice energy there of balance as well. Wow. Communication is also swords. So I'm trying to see, what is this crossroads here for you guys? Air with the swords there is all about communication. Could be 2 truths, and then we get the same exact I guess maybe because it's going to be different for everybody. This communication energy. So a 12 is a hanged man. Again, back to this Empress energy and the 180. Seeing something from a completely different perspective. How can I restructure this so that I'm in balance, therefore bringing in a person of balance, a partner of balance as well. Let's see, kind of, there's a ton of cards here. I'll just go through in case they resonate for anyone. Child, 18, moon energy again. A prison, 29, which is an 11, a prison of our own mind. Like crossroads, I can't make a decision, okay, or don't want to make a decision. I don't want to communicate a decision. Ship is a 3 card, again, the Empress. Wow. Bouquet. That would be the moon energy of the gibbous moon, very close to achieving our goals. Nothing is yet set in stone when the moon is an immutable sign of Pisces. Stars, 16. That is a tower energy. And a woman here, connected, 28, which is our 10 of the Wheel of Fortune. And we have Stork, 17, which is, again, star energy. So we have stars in the picture bookending the 17 of the star. The stork is also connected to past life energy. This is all about what is bringing you. What are we reconfiguring in ourselves that then shifts everything in our favor in a very literal way? No way Woodpecker came over to you today. Really? You're just sitting on your porch minding your dang business? That I said it's a whale. This whale, guys, it's not unknown to us. It's big enough for us to grieve over, and it's big enough to have caused us in our path this little where we need to come into resolution. What pain is the breadcrumbs? Where can we learn to respond and resolve rather than react? Okay, so I feel like the 2 of Swords is, again, going to be different for everybody, but it's a change in the way we think, the change in the way we communicate. Okay, and I feel like when we are in that energy of surrender, of the divine feminine energy, it's way easier than to take action, because the Empress knows. She doesn't need the Emperor to be on the table. The Emperor needs to be on the table for the Empress Otherwise, our emperor is completely out of balance. The empress is in balance already as a whole. Being in balance then brings two partners to the chariot. Okay, two people that have heart and head alignment, and not just one. And this has been coming up for review. And there's that Nautilus energy at the top here. This is coming back for review, whether it's this lifetime or the lesson of our soul, which is related then to Pluto. What major soul lesson will shift and everything for our higher good? That's really amazing with that woodpecker. It's something that's been hammering at us in our psyche for a long, long time. Okay, let's see here what this companion energy is with this cauldron. It is making me super interested. Again, that's a hanged man energy. 39. I was trying to look at 12 instead. Okay. There we go. Your body, like a cauldron, holds the energy of what you put into it. Are we putting shame, diminishment, or rejection into it? Or can we put acceptance, appreciation, and adoration? Science would have you believe your body is an experiment. Religion would have you believe your body is a sin. A woman in total control of herself would have you believe your body is a marvel, a cauldron of celebration, reunion, celebration 2 times over. It's home to spells of delight, healing, and wonder. Your body is a sacred companion. She is the one entity that will never leave you during your journey as a human. She is always working on your behalf to restore, heal, and create the balance that allows you to fully participate in this life. How amazing is that? Wow. She is kind enough to let us know when things aren't working, where we need help, relief, or assistance. That kind of loyalty deserves devotion, not diminishment. We are reconfiguring those 3 energies on each side. And literally, this says those 3 energies, acceptance, appreciation, adoration, on the opposing end to shame, diminishment, and rejection. We've got to reconfigure those and transmute what we see as the negative sides of ourselves, and understand that there's not room for blame there. It's just learning. It's just, okay, that taught me what not to do. I see that shadow now. I still love me. I accept it. I know I can tell now when it's starting to rear its head, because those are the things that test our resolve to live within the energy of love, right? Now, shed the weight of expectations. Trim down the thoughts of too much and not enough. Dance like your hips move mountains. Put some magic of unabashed self-approval in your cauldron and witness how the steam of that self-esteem wafts out into the world, passing on permission for others to feel the same about their unique shape. A woman in total control of herself understands that liking herself and her body just as it is in a toxic patriarchy is an act of rebellion. So be a rebel. Getting an ear squeezy there. Wow. Let's look at the wing leader. I keep wanting to say the ringleader. What is the ringleader? The ringleader, like through the nose of a bull. What is that big whale that's been subconsciously leading us by the nose, unbeknownst to us or known to us, but we've held shame around that aspect of ourselves? There's no shame there, only learning. This is your call to action. Wow. I see it. I want it. It's mine. Call to action much? You know enough. Okay, I don't, the people that are opposed to seeing these kind of beautiful images, like, who do you think, what do you think fed you? Period. Why is that shameful? Anyway, this is your call to action. Leap, soar, explore. The time for contemplation has passed. You are now required to take a leap of faith. Full energy. Dropping the mic right there. And put your energies into motion. While it is unwise to take action before an idea or project has fully marinated, too often we don't trust ourselves enough to act. That's exactly what I said up here about what is the bigger picture here and what's perceived as an illusion, that I can't make quick decisions, or I can't act on the decision that I know is for my best and highest good because of the way others may see that decision, or because of the ways we think may affect that other person. If it's for the best and highest good, then it's going to happen, right? Okay. But as a famous poet once said, action has genius in it. The moment you put energy behind an idea, you've begun the transformative process that is creation itself. Mighty forces, often unseen, will move on your behalf. That's how physics works. Energy begets more of the same. I mean, wow. The creation itself. What are we creating, guys? Where can we spice it up? Where can we tweak and hone? That is just gorgeous. Let's get a final here for y'all. That is so cool. I love when you guys tell me those synchronicities. That's so neat. What's this whole story here? What can help my learning lovers? How can we make sure we get a seat on this harmonic flight? How can we get a seat? Wow. Okay. What is already within you, like a moth to a flame? Okay. That's the way love goes. Sometimes we burn and sometimes we fly. This is a 17 card, so more star energy, lots of star energy coming out there today. And then what flew here, turning upright, is 26, which is an 8. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Does it look like she is stepping into a new portal there, and a la, Star Trek mode, and moving into a whole new place because we're willing to finally step through and allow that healing to take place, one unfolding lotus petal at a time. Wow. And what did not flip? We had this come out Saturday, diving for the light. And look, there are two seahorses there, which is in the center of y'all's energy, which was what perceived challenge is an illusion, diving for the light. You can look up these energies and look at that. It's like heart transformation, all the green. Wearing green today too. Heart expansion, heart chakra opening. This is a big ass tree behind her. So the tree of life, the 10 of Pentacles, the connectedness to all things. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Letting go. Seeing the big whale for what it is. And transmuting the energy by always diving for the light, looking for the lesson, understanding it's not darkness. Our shadow is not bad. It's just ways in which when we heal those pieces of our psyche, we can elevate, not just spiritually, but in all the aces. Okay, in our 3D life, it changes us, it puts us on a different timeline than we would have been had we gone and made the same decision or repeated the same patterns. Okay, sacred geometry right here in the center of this card as well. Wherever we have felt burned, what's the pain of that? This is our whale that needs transmuted from caterpillar to butterfly. Okay, wow, that is really, really beautiful. I'm just going to finish us out here with I want to read this diving for the light because it balances here with our harmonic flight, and I think it's like what we might not have seen. Why did I want to grab the Dream Keeper's Tarot book? Liz Houston. All right, guys. 11, diving for light. Let me know if you were on the live already this morning. I recognize several of you guys that were. Thank you so much. I love my sister channel. Love my sisters on my sister channel. It's just such a cool way to see all the different, how so very different, but so how very same we are as well. And when we're on to interpret the energies, and we just see those synchronicities like crazy. So when we relax this hold of darkness, okay, we are being at cause. We're internally exploring to step into a new portal. How brave you are. You're diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. It's page 59, which is a 14 of Temperance, finding the pieces of our own internal puzzle so that we can find peace, our internal whale. You may not feel that you have taken such a journey by choice, yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life and become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. We're adding our spices to our cauldron. We're adding some more flavor. Let's see. The Oracle of Diving for Light speaks of a time when we are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationship challenges, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. That darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being in a void, or feelings of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted and socially acknowledged because there is a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it. Status quos that should not be status quos, right? These can be things like death, divorce, or retrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experiences of darkness. You may not need a reason to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. This is getting ready to happen. I think this full moon energy is fiery climax approaches. That's it. You going. Are you coming into the new way, or are we going to be too afraid and let our fears hold us in the old way? So just know that you're actually on track and right where you need to be. So these are all very lengthy discussions. You're asked to call upon the presence of unconditional love, because when we put conditions on love is where we run into trouble, right? Where we have a reaction instead of a response. What a beautiful synchronicity of the messages today. I hope you guys saw that in the reading. I certainly did. Let me go through here for you and get anybody that would like an advice card from the animal spirits. Go ahead and type me into the public chat and just hold that question in your head. You don't have to post it if you don't want to. If you feel it's a question that would help those of us here right now swimming together in this energy fishbowl, please feel free to put that there, because if you feel it's a community thing, you feel like others would feel like that too, then please share it. So our advice here with these green, beautiful energies is let our light shine. Let the sun shine in. It's a 46, another 10. Again, that's what changes the wheel of fate to our favor. Peacock spirit, that's a 9 of cups energy. So I told you it was coming. You're already at the 8. The full moon is coming. Time to shine is nigh. Time to collaborate. Temperance puzzle pieces much. Finding the puzzle pieces as our little nuggies, okay? Not being scared of them so that we can find this kind of piece. Finding the pieces, time to collaborate with self. I said, rolling in the deep. We could have had it all. And I asked in my post, can you reframe the we to mean your internal yin and yang? We could have had it all, self. What's the big whale that we, us inside, need to release, grieve, and let go of, and transmute the energy of, and understand, not out of shame or guilt, that it was just a lesson. Only learning, no mistakes. Absolutely. Advice for, let's see, I'm going to come, I know this morning's readings were really good. I think it's amazing, all the synchronicities we're even seeing here within our smaller group. Love it. Okay, Miss Josie asked first here, so advice. So think of your question. Miss Josie, you see clearly now. Owl spirit, wisdom. On the Houston deck, that's why I'm like, why is that? No, hold on. The owl is from the world. It's on the world card in the tarot of the night. You see clearly in the night. In the darkness, your radar, your sonar will get you there. It's a 43. That is allowing spirit to guide you into this reconfiguration. Beautiful. We have Miss Jennifer. Think of your question. Top card, stop it. Seahorse spirit. So remember, we're all swimming in this together, guys. So that's a 53, which is an 8. Watch and wait. It's coming. It's around the corner. Starfish, that is regeneration. When a starfish loses a part of itself, it regrows back, not the same exact little leggy, but a leggy all the same, and we regenerate, okay? It's a 59, which is a 14, which is our temperance energy. Finding the puzzle pieces as nuggies to lead us to the parts of our psyche that need to be acknowledged and healed, okay? Sing your own song. There's that flute again. We got that Saturday. That's a 12. Hanged man energy and an energy of the Empress. So again, remember these messages that we're all here together, swimming together, so you can take something from everyone's. Miss Nova Star, hold your question in your mind. A message from Spirit for Miss Nova, please. Dolphin spirit. That comes back to moving forward. When the waning moon was gaining momentum after the last new moon in Pisces, we had that double column of dolphins where it's not this or that. There's in betweens. It's not a I have to do this or that. What is the compromise? What is the gray area? Can there be a third option? There's a fourth option. There's a fifth option. Okay. Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. Splashing up out of the water. Dolphins are very playful. Coyote spirit is in reverse. Trust in divine detours. So it's like, oh, I'm not really trusting where spirit might want to lead me. Especially if we're in a mindset of it's this or that. That's what gets us stuck at this Two of Swords crossroads, right? We saw that 22 energy as well as the actual crossroads card. There's another option here. There's a path less taken. And if there's a detour that you're unfamiliar with, 16 energy, especially if it feels like a surprise, be like the palm tree, go with the flow. Because a mighty oak tree is rigid and nope, it has to be black or it has to be white is going to snap. Just allow it to guide you and move you forward. The path of least resistance. Miss Rebecca. Card for Miss Rebecca here, thinking of your question. That was weird. So I was paused and my finger, like my pinky finger, like slipped inside the middle of the deck and spit out cow spirit. The miracles are endless. So all your Saggy energy there, the loyalty of the sunflowers, you usually see sunflowers depicted on the court cards of the fire energies. It's a 15, the sister energy of the lovers, which is the devil or the fear. Understand that miracles are endless here. The cow is seen as a deity in a lot of cultures. And I feel like this is like daring to roam into a new pasture, Rebecca, out of loyalty to your own heart. Okay, what resonates deeply there within you, even if you're a little scared of it? Can we tell ourselves that just means we're excited and we care very deeply about something, right? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love it, you guys. It's already within you. You just have to trust yourself, okay? You just have to trust yourself. And this is an after the storm energy. There's that owl again. And it's a 1 energy. It's a reset. It's a redo. It's a new, look at that. It's a new nuggie. So taking those little pieces of pain and transmuting them into this physical 3D energy of a pentacle of wisdom. Okay. The storms are what show us are parts of our psyche that need to be addressed. That's just beautiful, guys. Trust yourselves. You got this. We're all here together. So awesome. Hey, Miss Peg. Hello, hello. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me today for Monday, but I will definitely see you tomorrow. Thank you so, so much for being here and all for supporting each other so much through this challenging, maybe even exasperating energy. Take the time to reflect and go within. And really, if we are seeking change outside of ourselves, what do we need to do first to change within ourselves or to reconfigure into a learning energy in order to move forward towards our wish fulfillment, towards our 1111. Okay, we got to leave those things in the past and leave them behind. I love you guys so much. I hope everyone has a great day as well. Great week. I'm here for it. So thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it so very much. And have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and week ahead. Hang in there.